Hello citizens, Councilor Gian-Carlo here. It is the evening of September 24th, a Monday, a Council Monday, and we have just made a huge decision as Council in a tight 8-6 vote. The notice of motion that was supposed to be heard by Council 2 weeks ago but got pushed 2 weeks because everything is so crazy busy these days on safer streets and communities. Basically the call to reduce the residential default speed limit on unlined streets to 30 kilometers an hour throughout the city of Calgary has basically passed, but there are some changes and adjustments that have occurred, and I'm going to just highlight those for you. The first one is 30 kilometers or 40 kilometers an hour, and that was a debate that was being had amongst the signatories of the notice of motion, also amongst some of the people who are on the fence. And we weren't really disagreeing, we were just talking about what was a better speed limit where, and figuring that out rather than trying to sort of hammer out one solution or setting one number. We basically agreed, rather than fight about it, why don't we ask our administration to work out the best speeds in the best places. And so that's what we did. We endorsed, as a council, reducing the base speed limit throughout the city of Calgary and to review 30 and 40 where and to come back with recommendations. Number two, we talked about developing funding recommendations for, it's not just about setting the speed limit, it's about changing the streets over time so that the design speed of the streets actually encourages drivers to drive slow. And the whole point of bringing the base speed limit down is that if your set speed limit is 50 kilometers an hour, you have to make the street safe to drive at 50 kilometers an hour. And we know that that's too fast in residential streets. And so bringing it down allows us to begin the historic generational project of transitioning slower streets to slower design speeds. And so we need funding sources to do that, and we are now going to start exploring those. Number two, there was of course an education campaign that was agreed to. Obviously working with Calgary Police, that was important, and there was a final motion that was attached to the whole thing by Councillor Jody Gondek, which said, I know it's implied, but I want to make it explicit, that setting a lower base speed limit also means that our new communities can be designed from scratch with a smarter urban design in the different streets, and that's a huge one, and that was supported as well. So the overall thing, it was a bit of a tight squeeze, but we got through 8-6, and all of this will be coming back in the months ahead, and towards the end of 2019 we're looking at implementing this. So this is not over, but it's been endorsed, and it's not a theoretical exercise. Administration is doing the hard work, and there will be some engagement and there will be some questions. So follow it, and thank you for your support. Councillor Gian-Carlo signing off.